the first win-loss of the Patriots 2025 schedule. I have to have the schedule in front of me in order to do this. There it is.
Yeah, they got the fourth easiest schedule.
All right. Dolloff. Week 1, Raiders.
Win.
That's a win. That should be a win. Week 2. Why do you think it's a win? We'll give a little more insight. Why do you think it's a win? Like 10 seconds. Why is it a win?
I think Vrabel and Drake May are going to be ready to go. I don't think the Raiders are that good. I just think it's going to be a good atmosphere for the Patriots, all that being at home. I just feel like it's going to be a strong start for them.
I think they come out motivated. First game of the Vrabel era, and I think the Raiders, a lot of changes in the offseason. It's going to be a slow start for them. Win.
Let's just go through this. Let's do the win-loss thing.
All right.
It's not fun breaking it up.
Fair. That's fair. We'll go back after. All right. Week 1, Raiders.
Win.
That's a win. Week 2 at Dolphins.
Loss.
Yeah, I think that's a loss. I'm with you there. Week 3 at home against the Steelers.
Win. Even if it's Aaron Rodgers, he stinks. He's cash. They're going to win that.
I did put, because we haven't got to pull it up yet, but I want to pull it up. I did put Aaron Rodgers on the Steelers editions.
Yeah,
I did it with a question mark.
You spelled Aaron wrong. It's 1 R, not 2.
Wow, that's embarrassing. All right, we'll pull that down then. Week 4 at home against the Panthers.
Win.
I think that's a win. I think it's a tough win. I think that's a grinded out win, but I think that's a win. All right, we have 3-1 through the first month of the season, going into Buffalo on Sunday Night Football.
Loss.
Yeah, I'm with you. That might be the toughest game on the schedule, pound for pound. That might be their most difficult.
Could be.
Game.
Yeah.
Week, where are we here?
6.
Week 6 at the Saints.
Win.
The Saints could be an all-time tank team this year. I'm calling that a win.
Derek Carr retired. They don't have a quarterback.
Week 7 at the Titans.
Win. Yeah, Vrabel's going to get his revenge on the Titans.
I'm with you. Vrabel going back to Tennessee. I think that's a win. We have them 5-2. We're in lockstep here. I'm not doing this on purpose. Week 8 at home against the Browns.
Win.
Yeah, Browns are going to be the worst team in the league. That's a win. Week 9 at home against the Falcons.
Win. Yeah, Michael Penix is a lefty. I don't believe in lefty quarterbacks.
I'm going to say loss. I believe in Michael Penix. I think that's, a sneaky, tough game. They're probably going to be, they're going to have a couple easy games before that, maybe feeling good. Falcons catch them off guard. I'm going to go loss on that. Our first disagreement. Week 10 at the Bucks.
Loss.
Yeah, I think that's a loss. I'm with you. That's a tough. We'll break them down after. Week 11, Thursday Night Football at home against the Jets.
Win.
Big win. That they should blow doors in that game.
They're going to win 45-3 like they did against Rex Ryan.
Now, this is where it gets tricky. Week 12 at the Bengals.
Loss.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that's a loss. Week 13, Monday Night Football against the New York Giants.
Win.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's going to be Jackson Dart by that point, and I don't think he's very good. So, win there. Week 14 is the bye. They're going to win the bye week, Dolph?
Yeah, they're going to get an extra win on the bye.
Week 15 at home against the Bills.
Loss.
Yeah, I just don't think they're beating the Bills this year.
It could be a close one, but it's still a loss.
Week 16 at Baltimore.
Loss.
I'm with you. Week 17 at the Jets.
Win.
Thank you. Don't pause on that. Jets are going to be really bad. Week 18 at home against the Dolphins.
Win.
I'm with you on that.
The hell we got them 13-4.
So I have them 10-7.
So I got them 11-6.
You have them 11-6.
All right, I don't know about that.
You have them 11.
That's like best case scenario.
Although we both have them kind of falling off and losing 3 of their last. I
think Drake May takes a step forward. Stephon Diggs stays healthy. He's the same guy, and they're well coached. And it's like, oh my God, the Patriots are back. That whole thing, 11 wins.
Well, so here's the thing, and yeah, this is obviously assuming health. Going back to Belichick, they've not been good at the end of the year. Now, the last few years haven't been good at the beginning either, but they've been worse at the end than at the beginning.
See, that's the thing. Like, that's why Vrabel's a bit of a wild card. I feel like it's a complete, break from the Belichick thing, where like the characteristics of the Belichick Patriots, I feel like those are all sort of out the window.
Well, so here's the thing. You have them starting 7-2. I have them starting 6-3. That's the easier part of the schedule.
Yeah.
That week 10 game is the Bucks. Well, I really have them starting 6-2 and then fall off. And then we both have them essentially playing 5. We only pick one game differently. We have them playing 500 football for the last 2 months of the season. So if Mike Vrabel really is different, it is tougher in that last half. Can they get better late in the year? It's going to be a real test to get better late in the year because their schedule is significantly backloaded. It's really just that week 5 game against Buffalo that's tough early on.
Yeah, there are some traps early in the year. We mentioned the Panthers. I feel like even that Saints game could be a trap. I know you said they're tanking.
I think they could be really bad.
Don't they still have a good defense though? Like some good defensive
they have
players.
A good front.
Anyway,
they have nobody in the secondary.
That's sort of what I'm thinking though. Like if I think about this with the Steelers too. Like if they could just get a ton of pressure on Drake May and force him into turnovers, and like those teams just have surprising efforts on defense, like those could be early trap games for him. So I think 7-2, the start that I gave, that's like best case scenario, doing the voice and the thing.
I mean, we were having some fun with that, but like again, we'll run through it. Like Raiders feels like a winnable game.
I'm saying I think they should win 9 games. And so, like, it's those those last 2 wins that those last 2 games that make the difference.
So, okay, I'm going to run it through. You tell me when it's a game that you feel is really a toss-up. We'll see how many there are. Raiders,
not a toss-up.
Dolphins. We both had that as a loss.
The Dolphins, I'll give you a toss-up on that one.
Steelers,
toss-up.
Panthers,
I'm still giving them a win on that one.
Okay. Bills, we had as a loss. Saints,
no.
Titans,
no. Browns,
no.
Falcons, Bucks, Bengals, no. Falcons, Bucks are toss-ups.
Okay.
Home against the Bills, I want to give them a toss-up on that one.
Was that week 15, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, we both have them in double-digit wins with 5. And I'll call week 18 a toss-up just because it's week 18 and you don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Right. I mean,
so we have them both with double-digit wins, but with 6 toss-up games. Although of those 6 toss-up games, you have them losing 3 of them. I have them losing 4 of them. So we really are only giving them room to improve with the toss-up games.
Yeah, they can only get better.
Look, there's going to be some positivity about the schedule. There's going to be some positivity about the schedule.
I'm generally an optimist when it comes to, because I'm just generally, like I've said a couple times already, I'm just anti preseason strength of schedule. Like I feel like most games for every team are doable, winnable, toss up, whatever you want to call it. I feel like the absolute 0 no chance game is relatively rare in this league. So that's why I'm generally an optimist.
And especially on this schedule, like we talked about it, it's the games you really rule them out of are that Bills game early and the Ravens. Even the Bengals game, like the Bengals game's a tough game on paper, but who the hell knows that that team has been so all over the map in recent years. Wrong one. I'll pull up their card. Like 9-8 last year, didn't make the playoffs.
Who knows what their defense is going to look like, Yeah,
they invested in it, you first round pick of Shamar Stewart, but are people going to be healthy? That's a team that's been banged up a lot.